Hi guys, James from DBG and welcome to another Just Me Talking. It's been probably a couple of weeks since my last one. This is episode 11. And what I thought I'd talk about today is the awesomeness that is Horus Heresy. Yes, it still uses the 7th edition rules. I think Forge World and Games Workshop made the best decision they possibly could with the transition of 7th to 8th, keeping Heresy 7th edition. What they have done is they've done their own rule book and they've tweaked all the horrible things, well, most of the horrible things out of 7th, just to balance everything out, to make things more gamer friendly, like all people can place grenades now instead of just one. Invisibility is gone, so that's an amazing thing. But what I thought I'd talk about is these red books. Now if you go to the Forge World website, you'll see the books are huge. They're like 200-300 pages long. They're £75 to £80 each. And what you get in them is vast amounts of fluff and detail and awesomeness and colour plates and amazingness that brings the Horus Heresy to life. Now, if you've been with 40k as long as me, Horus Heresy has always been there, just bubbling around in the background. And then they started doing the Horus Heresy novels. It must have been about 10 years ago now. And they were awesome. They brought everything to life. You actually felt for the characters. You actually wanted Horus not to fall to the dark. But he did. And then Forge World decided, with Games Workshop's help, they do the game version based on the 7th edition. Then Games Workshop started doing the plastics in Betrayal of Calth and The Burning of Prospero, which has made it very easy, very accessible for everyone who is interested in 40k stroke 30k to do a 30k army. And because everything is cross-changeable in 8th, you can use your 30k force in a 40k game. You just need the Forge World indexes, which I don't have yet. I'm planning to get them so I can use Contemptors and Leviathans in 40k games. But what I thought I'd do is I'll show you, these are the 4 red books. There is another red book, which is the main rule book, which I don't have, but Richard does. As I said, it is purely just a 7th edition with a few tweaks just to iron the bumps out. So, a Heresy is all about, well, you start off with Marines, and you need this book for Marines, which is Legio Astartes Age of Darkness Army List. Flip it over. It gives you the list of all the standard non-Legion specific troops. So any Space Marine army can have all this stuff. So it's your Land Raiders, it's your Commanders, it's your Dreadnoughts, it's the weird and wonderful stuff like Sicarans, Spartans, Charybdises, all the Lords of War, Mastodons, Thunderhawks. Yes, Thunderhawks, you can use Thunderhawks in 30k, it's amazing. And then you've got some special fortifications there. I'm just going to see if I can find a good page, which is going to have, see, look. Okay, it's a massive advert for Forge World, but that's one of the fortifications you can get. There's rules for that in here. And if I just find another page with a picture, there we go. That's a Scorpius Whirlwind. Now all these pictures are done using miniatures and they've been computer manipulated to make them look like they're actually fighting. And there's some really cool images in here. I mean, look, there's a drop pod assault going on there. There's like some Marines fighting down there. This is cool. So this is the book you need if you want standard Space Marines. Then, with all the black books, you get Legion specific special rules. And this is the book you need for the last set. There's 2 Legions I haven't got in here, which are Space Wolves and Thousand Suns, but they're in the Inferno book. But in here, you get the special rules for Emperor's Children, Iron Warriors, Imperial Fists, the Night Lords, the Iron Hands, World Eaters, Ultramarines, Death Guard, Sons of Horus, Word Bearers, Salamanders, Alpha Legion, and Raven Guard. Excuse me. So, if we just, they all come with this awesome ribbon. So that's the sort of thing you're going to get. That's Night Lords. So you're going to get an image there. You don't always get that. And you get some more computer-rated stuff. And this all gives you the special rules there for using Night Lords. special equipment, and a Rite of War. Now, a Rite of War is pretty much like the old-fashioned formations. They work roughly the same way, but with these, they actually give you debuffs as well as buffs. So you have to lose something or have to take extra type of troop choice in order to do whatever Rite of War you want to do, which is kind of cool. And that's the sort of art you're going to get. That's Conrad Kurz. That's a really nice piece of art. And I've still got some more. See, look, there's a Death Guard Dreadnought, and there's Callus Typhon, who will become Typhus, and then that is Mortarion. So if we go furthermore, see that is Corvus Corax, and then the artwork in here is amazing. And this is Vulcan. This is all really good stuff. So this is one you need for specific, or the 14 odd specific ones are in there. If you want Space Wolves or what are they called? Thousand Suns, you need the Inferno book, and there's special rules for White Scars, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and someone else in book 6, which gives you a little breakdown of special rules for them. Anyway, this is the Crusade Imperialis list. This is for your Solar Auxilia, your Imperialis Milita and Cults, and your Questor Knights Crusade. It's basically, flip it open, loads of special rules. You're going to get, basically, Solar Auxilia are elite Imperial Guard. Imagine an army pretty much made up of Militum Tempestus Scions. That's the basis, but there's lots of awesome stuff. I mean, they've got fast attack Lehman Russes, and that is what they look like, which is really cool. The Militarum Imperialis and Cults are Standard Imperial Guard and Traitor Guard, and your Questor Knights are, well, it says there's knights with extra knights, with extra funky stuff going on. And then last but not least, we have the Mechanicum Tagmata list, which is very cool. And there's 3 separate lists in here. There's a Cybernetica, which is all the robots. There's a Reductor, which is all the heavy tanks. And there's an Adeptus Titanicus list. There's a list in here and the points cost for all the Titans that Forge World do. The Warhounds, the Warlords, the Reavers, all of them are in here for you to use. And as I open the book, there you go. That is one of the Mechanicum Knights. And down there, there's some Mechanicum tanks, Mechanicum walkers, and robots. I mean, you're just opening up the page and you're getting so much atmosphere, so much theatre in just a couple of pages. There's another picture there. That's one of the Reductor tanks. Again, lots of special rules. If you like 40k Mechanicum, this is 40k Mechanicum on steroids. There's so much stuff and it's so cool. They've got this thing called Cybertheurgy, which is basically Mechanicum psychic powers that give buffs, but also if it goes wrong, it gives debuffs. So yeah, it's all massively cool. So if you're into your Horus Heresy, then all these books are well worth a buy. I mean, I think they're £40 from Forge World, but I've picked up every one of these on eBay for around the £25 mark. So they're all easily accessible. There are, especially this one, you need to be careful when you buy this one because there's 2 versions of this. There's an earlier version which doesn't have some of the units in, but this is the current version. And the way to tell, if you look on the back, and if it says, where are they? Legion, Leviathan, and I think the other one is Xiphon Flyer. If it's got those on it, then you're all good to go. That is the one to go for. If it hasn't got a Leviathan or a Xiphon or something else like that on, don't buy it. It is not what do you think it is. It is not the current one. It is the previous one to this. So there you go, guys. That is Heresy in a nutshell. The books you need. I'm planning a couple of Heresy armies because obviously the Iron Warriors have been sold because they were not my first choice. They were just an easy army to do, and yeah, they repaid me for my disloyalty by losing every single game they played. So there will be a 30k army hopefully hitting down soon if all things fall into place. So as usual, guys, I hope you found this useful. Comments down in the comment section, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.